Oh baby, it's that time again. This time, it's my top 10 of 2024. Now I know what you're thinking. John, could there be 10 really good indie games that came out this year? And I'm here to tell you, there are a lot of goddamn good games that came out this year. And I am super excited to tell everybody about them. Now, I don't ever really play time loop games, but Grund really got me with its horror, supernatural theme that was going on. Sometimes you're just collecting coins to buy stuff from a little girl inside a hay barrel, and other times you'll just be cutting grass and a random thing just spawns. And then you go into a church and you fight a bunch of skeletons and stuff. It's so wild, it's so good, and that's why I placed it at number 10. Now I have Pepper Grinder at number 9 because it is just generally a fun video game. The platforming is good, the game looks great, the collecting of the gems and the other stuff just makes the replayability just so much higher, the boss fights are super fun, everything that this game does is just right. I put Caravan Sandwich at number 8 because I feel like it's generally, you gotta put a cozy game in there, and I think that though the game tugs at your heartstrings, I think that the overall story is really good. The world that you inhabit feels real, and the exploration, the puzzle solving, everything just kind of combines to a really nice experience that I think everybody can enjoy. Children of the Sun is placed at number 7 because, man, what an experience that game is. You are just given this horrific story, and then this mysterious girl is just able to control bullets, and then you're placed into the arena, and then you have to figure it out. You have to shoot the gun, you have to direct the bullets, and it really gets those creative juices flowing where you are just shooting a bullet in a random direction, and then you're just articulating this perfect kill combo to make for a really unique arcade experience. What can I say about Wheelmot Works It Out? It's a game for everybody. If you want to sit down, hang out for a couple hours, this is your game. It doesn't do anything unique, but it truly masters the thing that it's trying to do. You are given a puzzle, you solve the puzzle. The male woman comes back, you have a small conversation with her. You do another puzzle, you get an update on her life. The game encapsulates this cozy feeling so well, and then it gives you an overarching story that is really nice, it's sweet, it's cute, and it just makes for a number 6 game. Now for the top 5, baby, the actual contenders for the year. Neva makes the top of this list because it is artistically one of the most stunning video games that I've ever played. The combat is also just really good. The story, I'm not much of a metaphor guy, but Neva is a game that will make you feel things. It'll make you feel sad. It'll make you feel happy. It will make you feel triumphant when you win fights, when you beat the bosses. When you've beat the final boss, it makes you feel so good. And when the ending comes along, it's a little bit not great, but it still makes you feel really good for playing the video game. On a much lighter note, thank goodness You're Here comes in at number 4 because it is the funniest video game that I played this year. If you put aside all of the sex jokes that come out of the game, you have this really well-crafted game that has so much love put in it, from the music to the way that it looks to the puzzles that you have to do. Everything just feels so well done. And it's a game that kept the smile on my face from start to finish, and that says a lot. Man, I'm sitting here and I'm looking at this list and I see that Crow Country is on number 3, and man, I love Crow Country. It's definitely my indie darling of the year. I've anticipated it since I played the demo, and for a game that is a homage to decades old horror games like Resident Evil and Silent Hill, I gotta say, with its own little fun spin on it, it just creates this really engaging atmosphere with a story that you can really appreciate that has you hanging on the entire time. It is probably one of the better horror games that I played this year. And now, it's what you've all been waiting for, the top 2 games of 2024, and number 2 comes in as Astro Bot. Now you're thinking, wow, Astro Bot won Game of the Year. True, it did, but it is not my personal Game of the Year. It is borderline the most perfect platformer that I've played. It's got all the colors that you'll ever need to see in a video game. The platforming is perfect. The pacing is absolutely perfect. The way that you can play the game is perfect. You can sit down and hang out like my wife does and play it very casually. If you want to be somebody who wants to try really hard, you can do that too. You can collect all the things. You can collect all 320 some odd bots now. The game perfectly executes the thing that it wants to do, and coupled with that art style that is just so charming and welcoming, it just makes for a number 2 game. Last but not least, the number 1 spot goes to Balatro. I've had more fun with Balatro than any game that I played this year. It is the perfect roguelike. I have said previously that Risk of Rain 2 is one of the best roguelikes ever made, but now I really feel like Balatro really takes that slot. Everything that this game does is perfect. You are given a simple concept like poker, and then you are just doing your best to make the most points. And you got the flames coming up, you got the little jokers just shifting to the side and stuff, and you feel really good about the things that you're doing. And the decks that you can build, they're out of control. Just the other day, I beat it with low cards only, and then I beat it with flush onlys. It's crazy how many different variations of different decks that you can build are present within this video game. It is absolutely the most perfect video game, and that's why it takes the slot of Game of the Year 2024, and I am unapologetic about this decision. This is the best video game of this year. Now that's all said and done, I just wanted to say thanks for watching. You can press that subscribe button. I'm going to try real hard next year to be able to make more videos. I just want to give a shout out to my blog, I'mAlwaysTired.blog. You can find it at Grinds and Games. Every Wednesday and Saturday there's a demo review on Wednesdays, and there's a full game review on Saturdays. Sometimes on Sundays I'll post up a little something about a horror game or like a AAA game that I played.